Hello, Genshiners. Alright, so we are going to be doing something fun today, perhaps. What is going on here? Order.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
There it goes. Okay, you can see me now, and I'm not hidden behind the game. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's been our problem all along. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of that background. So that way I'm just a floating head here for you. And switch over to the game. I should probably switch my controller over. That way I'm not having to use my keyboard and mouse. Making a bunch of clickety-clackities. So we've been doing a lot since last time. Well, I've been doing a lot. So we're still here in Inazuma, right? But we have finally made it off of Rito, where we did that escort mission. And I just made a beeline straight to Inazuma City, so we can meet up with Toma and progress the story. On this game save, I am going to try and make the core story more of the focus when I'm actually streaming. I actually did a ton of quests over here in Liyue and even some in Mondstadt. Like you see here, we got some things unlocked. Like I haven't gone back and done that yet, but that ain't gonna take but a second to unlock the Spiral Abyss. If I wasn't right here in front of this cutscene, I would probably not even bother. Actually, you know what I can do? Bada boom. Now we have a teleportation waypoint. And we're gonna go over here. Yeah. Go to Cape Oath. And okay. But we've made our team a little bit stronger than it used to be, which is nice. It's very nice. Let's see, we've already got this going already. Oh yeah, we did do that a long time ago. So, yeah. I'm gonna worry about that. Now we're gonna go through the Musk Reef teleporter. Does this look different? Looks a little different, doesn't it? Okay. Oh yeah, I took my controller apart and cleaned it. So,
You lead the way.
yeah.
Cut to the chase.
Busted.
Okay.
Easy money.
Alright, so I'll show you the core team right now. Alright, so Yelan is now level 50 instead of 40. I've been working toward building up all of her stuff here. Like I had to go get Star Conches and some of these and some of those. I still got to get one more of those, but that ain't gonna be nothing. We have also got to get more of those runic fangs from the Ruin Serpent. Have to beat it at least twice. which will be fine. Then she'll be level 60, and then she'll be a powerhouse. Lynette, we just kind of have right here for that one totem. Probably gonna switch it back to the Traveler. Kaching is now level 60 instead of level 50. We're working toward getting her these core lapis, and I got those built up and ready. And then we gotta go beat up the electro hypostasis a few times. Get her ready for that level 70. Yes. And then for Diluc, we've just got to go beat up the Pyro Regicide. So right now, mostly we're just waiting on time, so I don't have to use transient resin. I might get impatient and go do it anyway. So that way I can have my characters at level 70 entering into Inazuma. Other than the Traveler themselves, of course. Who's already at level 70? Mona's falling behind because the Oceanid is a very poor fight. So, yeah. No big whoop there. I haven't really been using Mona. Other characters, I built up Kirara a little bit more so she was usable because I needed a Dendro application. Gotta go and do the Iniquitous Baptist. Yeah, just gotta beat one of them up a couple times. And then Amakumo Fruit, which is on Sere Island, which is a Serai Island. Spectral Husks, pain in the butt to collect those because you have to fight all those little husks and they're really boring. Not a big deal, just gotta do it. Kirara's my only Dendro character right now, so she's who we got. Barbara, don't use her. Don't dislike Barbara. No hate on Barbara. Just Yanfei, I want to power her up at some point, but it's kind of hard to when I already have Diluc. Amber, I try to keep her reasonably scaled so that way she doesn't die in one hit. For missions that I have to have a Pyro Archer, which happens a lot in this game. And we got the characters I'm probably never going to ever power up beyond where they're at, including Noelle. Well, I can't say that. At some point I will be powering these characters up for one major reason. Those. Yes. Free Acquaint Fate just for leveling up a character. Yeah. Seems like something I would do at some point. This is my only account I actually have a Chi-Chi on. Lanyon. A lot of these 4 stars, I really don't like that I have them, because they just remind me that I have not really gotten a single 5-star pool in like what feels like months on all of my accounts. But yeah, I mean, who wants to go running around saying that, oh, I got a Chi-Chi, but I ain't got none of the good 5 stars? Like, I've tried to get Chaska on accounts. I did get her on the one of my other accounts, though. And she has been carrying that team. And then Diluc was the one that I picked. Or I think Diluc was the character I picked for my free 5-star. And then I got Mona a different time. I think Mona was one of my first 5-stars on this account. I think it was Mona, and then I want to say Kaching came second. And then I managed to get a Yelan when she last ran. And I was super excited about that, and I'm still excited about that, because Yelan is a base, y'all. She is a based character. Like, I've got her here with this, the stringless right now. I may or may not keep her with that. Oh. Really? Man, why you gotta do that to me? Now I wanna go farm those. Alright. So, let's go here. There's nothing exciting up there. Unlock Spiral Abyss. A grand underground corridor. It's too fast. No dramatics. I do really like this artwork, though. I kind of wish they would use it more throughout the game instead of just here. Okay. Boop. Alright. Pyro damage is increased. Overload damage is increased. What does this tell us? Tells us that our first two characters are those two. Let's go for some EM.
Flirting kiss?
Alright then.
Incoming! Hey! With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Incoming.
Time for retribution!
Cool. It's chamber 1, it's not exactly a huge deal. Though I don't think we've really taken any damage so far, so that's cool. We'll just keep going with this.
Hey! Nowhere to hide.
Are you here
Speed
to
of
play
light.
with me?
Wow. cryo. Don't really have anyone who's cryo except for... Yeah, she's the closest thing that's powered up. I don't dislike Rosario, but she's kind of like Diet Shenhe. Of course, if I've ever actually worked on my Chi-Chi, like, there would be a cryo dealer. I should actually work on her. But we're not going to right now. Let's see how far we can make it before things actually start getting challenging. Super easy, barely inconvenience. But this is also only the second floor. Cool. What else we got here? Alright. Claim my rewards on that. Let's see. Domains of Blessing and Spiral Abyss 2-3. Geohypostasis. I hate doing the geohypostasis. But we're going to have to at some point. A weapon to level 70. 3 domains of mastery. Charlotte of Andrew's Dominator Wolves. Oh, I haven't fought the wolf guy in single player yet? Okay. Let's see, 4-3. Okay, let's see if we can make it to 4-3.
Incoming! Hey! Don't blink!
Stop doing that.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Time for retribution!
Okay. 2-3, here we go. Some more EM.
Incoming! Cut to the chase! Drop! Crumble apart!
Your verdict is...
Don't blink! With sword comes shadow.
Okay. One achievement done. Go ahead and gather that real quick as well.
Speed of light! Hey! Cut to the chase! Incoming!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
With sword comes shadow. Hey!
Burn!
Got lucky that time.
Here comes the catch. Busted.
Don't blink! Cut to the chase!
Alright. Onward. Alright, 3-2.
Speed of light!
Verdict is... Have a little taste. It's a fury! Burn!
Starball! Ha! Don't blink! With sword comes shadow. Speed of light!
Gotcha.
Another test subject.
Game's up. Fun's over.
A little taste!
Gutsy.
That's too right! Verdict is... Not careless.
Okay. 3-3, we're about to get our Shangwing. Cool.
Cut to the chase!
Busted.
Burn!
Things are about to get dicey.
Right on. Electro.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide!
Time for retribution!
Drop! Shade! Speed of light! Cut to the chase! Hey!
Come on. Come on.
Verdict is...
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Speed of light. Hey! Cut to the chase.
Alright. For Jupiter.
Don't blink.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Speed of light. Hey! Don't blink.
Where am I?
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Time for retribution!
Incoming. Nowhere to hide. Hey! Crumble apart! Starball!
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Burn!
Don't blink! Hey!
Quietly now.
Alright. Actually needed to get some health this time.
Incoming! Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Verdict is...
Don't blink. Shade. Drop. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Hey.
Okay, we're gonna back it on up. And I want to collect me some rewards. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna... Ooh, I don't remember what I want from those billets, so we're gonna hold off on that one. However,
Hello,
my
nice to meet you.
jungling.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is... Hello, nice to meet you.
Okay,
Everything's ready. Trainee Forest Ranger Kale reporting for duty.
yeah.
Everything's ready. Look, I know. Present. I know. Present.
Paralogism and the journey home. We have definitely been experiencing a moment of syzygy. Alright, Shungling. Definitely getting you off of the default weapon. Give her a white tassel. Seems to work really well for her. Alright. I already have an Ino, by the way. I should give her a better weapon than that piece of junk, though. Let's see. Elemental skill. Just give her that for now. Because he's got this one. Craft 6 of those. And 6 of those. So this one's pretty much already done. This one will require a little bit. And that one will require some more. Alright. say Yulan is probably the character I want to level up the most right now. However, I need Chi-Chi to be functional. Ermagerd. Yeah, we're gonna give you the fillet blade. Which reminds me though. Yeah. 5 stars need to have the priority. Then we'll go back and beef them up. Starting in order from ones I'm actually going to use. Potentially, at least. Pretty much all the rest of these, with the exception of Xiangling, are probably not really going to see a whole lot of playtime. Alright. Let's see, that's at 16, that's at 16, that's at 12. Level 8, level 10, and maxed out. Alright. Alright. Defense is probably the stat that I use the least. Then healing bonus. That got us to level 5. Yes, we're literally only paying attention to the big skill right now. Nothing else matters. At least for the moment. Oh, it's at least level 10. Everything else is pretty dang poor. So we've got some work to do. You know what? I'm not even going to bother with it. We're going to stick to Intertwined Fates because I really want this Arlecchino. For the umpteenth time, we get screwed. Let's see the history. Let's see. Rosaria. A Rust. Lanyan. Nothing. Nothing at all. Lanyan. Nothing. Favonius Warbow. Nothing. Cynthia and the Stringless. Like. Nothing. Oh yeah, Yalan was the last 5-star I got. And that was a month ago now. Okay. How's got? I know that one. But you see, I've been getting nothing. Just straight nothing.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll... day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
C2 Rosaria. Well, I'm just making myself upset looking at all that, so let's continue the story, shall we?
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree?
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist.
Scared little girl.
Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
And honor.
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally, we?
Down we go. Which way do I want to go about this? Do I want to go through Chinju Forest, or do I want to go through Aromi? Aromi.
It's raining again? This isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way.
Is it?
Only innocent children and timid adults are scared of thunder. But you're not either of those, are you?
Nope, I'm kind of a mouse.
Gotcha!
Ha! Time for retribution! Ha!
Better than nothing.
Give me that Otogi.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Over here! Cue the spotlight! Pertinent fool! Be gone! Hey! This body belongs to ice and snow.
You give, you receive.
We don't have that, I don't know. Maybe we should let her get that stamina so she can keep climbing the big mountain. Yes, we're going for the shrine.
Busted! Easy money.
Get that stamina back up. We're almost to the Grand Narukami Shrine. Hey, look, it's
Yes,
Yai.
that'll do. Just a quick and simple cleanup job. Huh, little one, you're just in time.
Little one?
Oh, look at you. I can tell you're thinking. Oh no, she's going to send me off on some pain-in-the-neck errand again, isn't she? Don't worry. I was just going to say that we finished renovating the shrine and are preparing to roll out now. I haven't had the chance to announce it yet, but here you are already. Wouldn't you agree that's good timing? See this offering box beside me? There's going to be another place to make wishes here soon. That's different. Fortune slips are about telling fortunes, whereas this is about making a wish. Now then, close your eyes. Of course. But as for which wishes come true, that is up to the gods who watch over us all. Powerless Guji that I am, I can only help you in mortal matters. If that's what you wish for, it's left over for. Try writing your wish there. That might make it more likely to come true. When have I ever lied to you? Hurry up now, little one. It's time to make your wish.
Here's where some
Remember
of
to
these
write your
newer
wish on the
missions
fortune
are
paper,
breaking
then
the
stick
old
it to the
game
prayer
stuff.
plaque and hang it on the rack.
Like,
After that, your wish
this
will
is
be
like,
made.
ooh, when have I ever lied to you? Like,
Yes,
I
nice
just
and
met
solemn. Very good. All right, little one. After all.
you. Literally just met you. Sacred Sakura.
Speed of light.
Okay. So, glide over here. Now that we have the waypoint.
Don't blink!
Hey!
Alright, cool. And now we're gonna glide down here. Drop right down on this one. You slide down at the randomest of moments. Alright. I'm gonna talk to this guy. That's not unlocked yet, then. Okay. Time to meet Ayaka.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh...
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met...
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon get them?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. Then you have...
I'm sure you'll do great.
And then she's not even here. How many swords does this girl need? I love this blue gold sakura pattern though. Yay, books. What's that thing I can't use yet? Ah, yes, there you are.
Right.
Okay, so let's go and grab stuff. Can't do that yet. Alright then, so we've got this nice big roundabout to adventure. Cool.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us?
Why are you doing this?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over.
Ah, you must also be here to try. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Excuse me, I'm brewing tea.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Kaching is very impatient. .151 milliseconds on average.
In
Not
adventuring,
fun.
as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
So she's like kind of like a Leewood general, right?
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Or is it more like a commander? Alright. Tejima.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of true. But that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly...
Oh, yes, you do. And what's
Perfect! So
if you don't mind,
Now we gotta
we
find
will
this
leave
guy's
you to find the diary.
this looks like Teijima's Let's see what today the villagers and I got together to cook dry bread. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was... I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I
Pet
chased
crab.
Seems like you're at... Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine. So this is the Omamori Teijima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it, but anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental... Somewhere that Tejima visit. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe must be something. It looks like a letter. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they... Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. Still... It's clear that I was waiting for someone here. And over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love, regret, everything I felt for her. It's all... No. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think... maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember? When I think about it like that, how curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling...
Thing is missing.
Thank you, but I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were. That certainly at least we were... According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission. Speed of light!
Day!
I suppose this will do. We'll need more where that came from.
Indeed.
Fry! Pick the wrong test subject.
Incoming! Hey!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Yeah, you did.
That's everything. On to the next.
Okay, so... there's the boat. Can't get in there yet. It's gonna pop out up here.
Speed of light!
I suppose this will do. I suppose this will do.
I suppose.
Don't blink!
Okay.
It's my lucky day!
Speed of light!
The fairy!
Incoming! Hey!
Becomes
That's everything. On to the next. Quite a downpour. Nothing will get done until it clears. Let this be a lesson to those who yesterday said I'll do it tomorrow.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
Maybe.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to... And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I will perform certain and... Isn't...
Does it have to do with the
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be to top it all off. My house was just raided by treasure hoarders. If you don't believe me...
But we better confirm... We should be...
La, 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 la.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history. You demand!
These seem like the treasure hoarders...
Another test.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what...
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does...
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Ellie. Okay, she's over here.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it?
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Wait, how did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was and no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hard... of course. As for why he chose to... If you're still curious, I see. That reminds me, it's most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possessed... I've asked him about its origins. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price. At least that's what I... Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're Oh, but before you go, if you would cut...
But...
Information, don't worry. I won't charge...
At least we now know where... Let's go talk to...
She said, I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. Naku's recreational engine. I said what I said.
Is it just me?
What are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps did you manage to track down the treasure hoarder?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of... I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was something. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many of all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed and said to me,
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess, but what use of virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how the Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with I'm incapable of being a good person. Yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, in any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, fortunately for us, let's go find the
Okay.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword. Hyman heard that he's the present-day master. This is his dojo.
Nanako, don't worry. Those thugs that jump...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous.
It's just because he's been...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret...
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples?
Yep. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed.
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master. And so, even while training us, but then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He says the strangest things. Junya and I have discussed, but if I'm honest, I still
The Grand Narukami Shrine?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami. Not that we'd have any means of involving, so don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to... The exorcism will take place this evening.
So...
Alright, so I need to get some rest. Not feeling 100% today. I might hop on a little later. Hope everyone has a great evening.